Good morning, guys. I didn't have time to do this video before I showed up to work, even though I don't go in until 11. I didn't have time to discuss it earlier on, but so far I have a little bit of time to do it now. But when I mentioned the train situation here in the Shoals was um, one day this week, or it might have been last week. No, it was actually this week. I don't remember what day it was, but um, saw a thing from Way 31 about the alternate route signs that are going to be either going to be put out or has been put out um, at the different railroad crossings or somewhat in the Muscle Shoals and Sheffield and Tuscumbia area. And of course, I've talked to a number of people that have said that may or may not think it'll work. And of course, to me, it probably will work. But others have told me that it may or may not work. And but what was for as a short-term solution is for those that don't want to get stopped by the trains here in the Shoals or anywhere in Colbert County, or if there's going to be signs for alternate routes or alternate crossings or whatever you want to call it. That way, if you do not want to get stopped by the train, or if there's a crossing that's blocked for some time, you can take that route. And I'm not sure if about all the alternate routes that are out there. The only ones I know of is Covenant Drive that runs from the fairground complex to Buffalo Rock and Covenant Christian School and Northwest Shoals Community College. It's in the Muscle Shoals and Tuscumbia area, and it ends at the railroad tracks at Avalon Avenue. Although there's a road that goes towards King Street and Sterling Boulevard, where they meet with Avalon Avenue, um, between the railroad tracks and Helen Keller Hospital. And of course, the other one, Blackwell Road West 2nd Street, which hardly ever gets blocked. Hardly ever. Not saying it does or doesn't, but saying it hardly ever gets blocked. But of course, I've heard of Andrew Sorrell and them mention that it as a short-term solution to the concern, or what they've all said is a problem with the crossings being blocked for quite some time. Of course, the long-term solution to the concern is an overpass that, and like you've heard me say, if they had the money to do it a long time ago, I'm saying if they did, then it should have been done a long time ago. But now is the time to do it, as long as they have the money for it. But, and I'm not trying to discuss politics on there, as that's, when I do these live videos, that's something I do not discuss on there, is politics. And that's not what I'm here for. But, excuse me, whatever the outcome may be, everybody still needs to respect the trains. And what I mean by that, you've probably heard it so many times, and I'm not saying this to beat anybody down or nothing. I'm not doing that at all. If I sound like I've done that the last few times, I sincerely apologize for it. But But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help people out as much as I can. Um, because there are people that do forget, and if you do, hey, what you can do is learn from it and encourage other people to you know if you make a mistake, the best thing you can do is learn from it, and encourage people to try your very best to do the right thing. And that is when you approach a railroad crossing, come to a complete stop. Make sure all tracks are clear and the crossing is not activated. And once you know that's the case, then you can safely and quickly get across and get to where you need to be going. If it's not clear, stop and wait for, excuse me, um, wait for all the trains to clear and the lights and gates to go up. And once that's the case, and you can safely and quickly get on about your business, get to where you need to be going. If the train has stopped and has the crossing blocked, turn around and find another alternate route. And like I said, I don't know if they've done it yet or not, but they have signs where there's alternate routes you can take in case the railroad crossings are blocked. And if they don't, Covenant Drive and Blackwell Road West 2nd Street and Highway 72 to Woodmont Drive and Cates are alternate routes rather that you could take. And if the crossing malfunctions, if the crossing you're approaching malfunctions, and if it doesn't activate with the train coming, you should always please remember to treat it as a four-way stop. Please try to remember that. That's the best thing to do. The not so best thing to do is try to go around the gates or nothing like that. Because not only is it against the law, but you're putting your life and the life of those around you in extreme danger. And I'm not trying to scare anybody saying that. I'm just telling you like it is. In a serious manner. And if the train stops, don't try to walk through it when it's stopped. Because when you do that, it's also against the law, and you don't know when that train's going to start moving again. If it starts moving when you're trying to walk through it, you can end up falling off of it and end up getting ran over and injured or killed. And we do not want that to happen at all. And if you've done it before and made a mistake about it, like I said, everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. What you can do is learn from it and encourage everybody else, or other people rather, to try to do the right thing. And I'm not saying be perfect. I'm not saying that at all. Just learn from the mistake you made. That way you can move on and don't worry about the past. Think about the future. That's the best thing you can do. I'm gonna check the time right quick. Let's see, 9:47. Excuse me. I thought it was a little bit cool. I thought it was warmed up a little bit, but I was wrong. Well, but if you have any questions or comments that you want to put on here, go ahead and do it. No ugly comments, nice ones. And don't use profanity in your comments, because if I catch profanity in any comment will be removed immediately. And there's a lot of kids that I know that watch my videos, and the last thing I want them to see is foul language on a comment. Just giving you a nice and friendly and firm heads up on that right now. Right now. And hope y'all have excuse me. Check the time one more time. Okay. Alright. But like I said, the alternate route signs, if they haven't been posted out there already, they probably will be pretty soon. But if they are, please make sure you follow the directions and all that. That way it'll be a lot more easier. Now, if you're like me and you like watching the trains and it doesn't bother you when you get stopped by them, just wait on them to go by. And don't worry about taking an alternate route. But if you don't like to wait on them, just look for the alternate routes. Don't go around the gates or anything like that. It's against the law. You're putting your life and others in danger. And it's the last thing that anybody wants to do. Anybody needs to do, rather. Check the time again. 9:49. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments you want to make on here concerning that, feel free to do it now. This is probably the only video I'll do for now. I was going to do this other day or so, but had a lot going on this week. We're in Birmingham Thursday for my sister who had an appointment, but everything got a good report. Everything went well. Appreciate your prayers and all that. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day and be safe. Be careful going to work or wherever you're going.